Hi guys, I'm going to do an acrylic today, and the size of my canvas is only 18 by 18, quite small for me because I usually paint a lot larger. But I'm doing a couple things differently, and I will explain to you what I have done already. First of all, I took charcoal over the whole thing. It is not textured. I did not put texture in it. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to play, experiment a little bit, which I think is very important for all the artists to do. So I used charcoal and I used the carbon disc. And they both, of course, are very smearable. So what I did, I took Golden's heavy gel, and I used a color shaper, and I put it onto the surface. And I put it on fairly thickly because I wanted a little bit of texture from my gel. So we'll see what's going to happen. What's on here now won't smear at all. But just so you know, when you do put on this heavy gel, it's going to be very cloudy, but it does dry transparent. And I'm going to do a series of 4 of these 18 by 18s, and I'm going to do florals, abstract florals. I'm not going to look at anything. I'm just going to see what happens, and I'm going to use a brayer. That's the plan. So I'm going to get my colors out, and the colors that I have chosen are Golden's Primary Cayenne. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm using Golden's Yellow Opaque. I'm going to use a little bit of Green Gold and a little bit of Matisse's Heavy Body Australian Olive Green. Those are the colors I'm going to use, plus black and white. So I'm going to mix those colors up now. About ready to get started. I have my colors out, and I'm going to use the small Hobby Lobby brayer. It's their soft brayer. It's 2 inches, I do believe. As you can see, I'm not very good at cleaning my tools. This, I was using cold wax. Last time I used this, it's still on there. It doesn't bother me a bit. And I made up some gray using black and white. So I am going to put a little bit of gray on it first. Let some of the lines show through. That's about all I'm going to do for now. Now I'm going to use my blue. I might have to switch to a brush. I don't know if this is going to work well on a gloss medium or not. You can see where all of these spots are here. That's the texture that's formed with the gel medium. Put in a few little bit of line work, which will probably get covered up later, but it gets me going. I'm just using the edge of the brayer to do that. Looking at this from back here, I can see a lot of this is the same width. Can you see that same width here? It's the same width here. It's the same width here. So I want to change that up a little bit. That's a little bit better. I'll put a little bit of light blue down through here. that's just black and white with that blue blue mixed in with it. Actually, what it was the blue that was left on my brayer. I want to cover up some of those lines. Just with white added. A little bit of white, a little bit more white added right in there. I wanted this to be somewhat above this light area to this light area because it looks like the light is coming from right here. Let's hope my camera doesn't go kaflooey like it did last time. Is kaflooey a word? Is kaflooey a word? Who knows? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint over this and then bring the blue down over it. Like that better. Okay, I'm going to dry this now and then I'm going to go into it with some yellow. I want to put a little bit of light blue right there. Bothered me right there. Okay, now I'm going to dry this. It would be great if I would be able to finish this all in one session. If I would put yellow on top of that blue right now, it would turn green, so that's why I'm drying it. And I like that. I like what it looks like so far. It always bothers me when I like something too soon. I've decided to put a little bit of orange into my yellow. Because as we know, orange is the complement to blue. So I've put, and yellow is kind of a split complementary to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of orange into my yellow. Kind of an orangey yellow now, which is a pretty color. I have to decide where I want my orange. I think I want my orange in through here. There, it turned green a little bit. Must not have been totally dry there. Maybe just a hint of orange coming out over here. And right here. I want them to overlap a little bit. I have to have different sizes. This will be my small one right here. It'll be a medium size, and these will be larger. going to move my brayer in the shape of petal, if that's possible. Do I like what's happening? No. Why don't I like what's happening? It just dawned on me. I like to do in odd numbers. I have 4 here. I think it'll look better with 5. So I'm thinking about putting one right about in here. See, that looks better already because it's in multiples of 5. Now I'm going to go back in with blue. I'm going to dry this first. I'm going to go back in with blue and green. Don't know if I'm going to like this. See, I'm starting to doubt myself. That's very bad. Very bad to doubt yourself right off the bat. One of my problems is I'm working with fluid art color, and I prefer heavy body. I'm not going to dry it. I'm just going to add green and see what happens. I'm going to add the green gold and see what happens. With a brayer. God help me. Actually, it doesn't look bad. This Australian olive green mixed with some white. It's almost neutral. It almost looks like a neutral, which I like. I had too much bright color going on. There it mixed with a little bit of blue. I like that color a lot. Again, that's Australian Olive Green by Matisse. It's their structure, which is a heavy body. I have to make more of it up. I don't have enough. More white in it now. I really like this color. There, you can see it better. See how this looks too acid compared to that. I'm going to take some of that off. I like that better. I'm going to dry this again. Okay, I like what's happening. I'm going to stand back and look at it now. Okay, what it needs is the focal area, and I'm going to put it right here, because this is in the sweet area right here. You never know what I'm not going to do until it's done. Didn't know if I wanted to make a big one or a little one or what I want to do, but we'll see. We'll see if it remains. Don't want anything to look like it's planned. So far, I don't like it. I'm thinking it'll look better this with just this part. Ugly. Okay, I'm going to dry it and I'm going to fix it. It's a mess right now. I'll be covering over those. I want to get the impression that this is going over that. That's why I'm doing that. Now after it dries, I can put better color on it. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I definitely like heavy body as opposed to fluid. Definitely like heavy body. They don't have to be perfect flower. This is too perfect. Can you see this is too perfect? This is great. This is great. This is too perfect. So I have to fix that. I think I can fix it with brayer. I'm going to try to fix it with my brayer. A little bit better. That's better. I love that one. This one's still too perfect. It's not, this is better. This one's fine. Now I'm going to work on this one. And then I'm going to work into the blue. And then we might be finished. Who knows? You know me. But this one, can you see how this one looks so different than the rest of them? I'm going to have to mess that up too. Definitely going to have to mess it up. Okay, now I'm going to have to fix this. I love my flower. My flowers now are fine. I'm happy with them. But this is so out of place. So, I'm going to change my water, clean my brushes, and then I'm going to come back and work on this. Okay, now I'm back and looking at it from, as I was coming around looking at it, my background needs to be lighter because my background is almost a mid-tone as the flowers. So I have to change my background up a little bit, make it a little bit lighter. This is getting worse and worse, guys. Now I have to go back into it with some pure white. Almost pure white. Looks better. I will get this to work. If it kills me, I will get this to work. If it kills me, it will work. Put a little bit of orange into it, here and there. See, that looks good like that. I do like that. Not so isolated looking. That big blue flower in the middle is killing it. So guess what? It's gonna be orange. Let's try it. Lord have mercy. Here we go. It's better already. It looks better already. Okay. That is a cayenne blue. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And white. That's all that is. Which makes it a little bit brighter.
Hello. Hard to work, eh?
Darker right here. I want your darker color to take you through. That's what I'm doing now. And then I'll put some lighter blue on top of it. That is actually what that is that same blue with some black mixed into it. Looking at it in the screen, I like it right here. Don't necessarily like it there or here, but I like it there. What an ugly mess that is. Why can't I leave good enough alone? Because I wasn't made that way. I don't like that now. Have to work on this right in through here. Just have to bring some orange down over top of that, I think. I have to dry that, and then I'm going to bring some of the orange down over top of that blue. It looks better when it doesn't look like it's sitting on it. I like that. I put just a touch of orange into the screen as well. Don't have a clue why I'm doing this, but it just felt like it needed something. And that is helping. I think it has to be just a little bit darker down here. This and this has turned out to be my highlights, my focal area. Let's see what it looks like if I put just a hint of yellow into it right there. Yes, that's good. That's good. You can't really, you might not be able to see that in the camera. Okay guys, I think I'm finished with it. I think I might put a little bit of line work in it. Some pencil work. I like that. I like the line work. Okay. Is she finished? Is she ever really finished? Is she ever really finished? I'm happy enough with it. I'm going to look at it tomorrow, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. But as of right now, it's finished. Praise the Lord. Thanks for subscribing, guys. I really appreciate it. And you have a great day. Close up. We'll start down here at the bottom so you can see everything that's going on. You can see a little bit of my pencil markings there. A lot of layers. Some pencil marks there. There you can see a little bit of that yellow in the flower. And you can see a little bit of the yellow there as well. I'm happy with it. You can see my texture. That texture is from the gloss gel, but I do like my heavy duty gesso better. Thanks, guys. I'll give you a photo as well.